wrong? You're sitting in here by yourself. There's a big party going on upstairs for us. All the ladies are asking about you.
Don't care nothing about me. Just want to be seen with JT the Heartbeats.
But JT, that's always been a part of your rap. Hello, I'm JT of the 5 Heartbeats. How you doing?
Yeah, I know, but I'm tired, man. I'm tired of that. I'm getting older, Doc. Can't be some old man still chasing. I'm tired of being with different women every night. It's like it's a drug. I don't get nothing out of it. Settle down. Have some little kids run around the house. No, I can't do that. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like I like being with different women all the time. It's like I can't control myself. It's like I'm addicted.
I don't know what to say. I mean, they got centers for drug addicts and alcoholics, but I don't know if they have any dick control centers.
I'm serious, Doc.
I'm serious too. You should go to a dick control center. I'm JT Matthews, and I can't control my dick.
Oh, man. What they gonna do to it, though?
You just work with some mannequins.
Yeah.
I mean, JT, it's like this, man. When the right woman comes along, it's gonna be right. You can't force it.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
Just make a great song.
Dice on the beat.
What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 reasons why players retire from the game. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well. You got all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right to this video. 5 reasons why a player will retire from the game. As you guys can see, I used the 1991 movie clip of 5 Heartbeats, and it was basically breaking down that dude was just basically tired of the women and tired of just a different body for a different day, different city, same results, and he kind of wanted to settle down and have a family. Later in the movie, as you've seen, he actually got with his brother's girl and actually had a whole family with her. That's a long story. That's some trauma. And that's some drama. So if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But my point is to use that analogy in the video is because guys that's real players or guys that's get women, eventually we get tired. You know, I'm 40 years old. I done had my fun being a bachelor. I've been married, been back a bachelor. So I understand what he was talking about. So I came up with 5 reasons why would a man want to retire from the game. Number 1, simply, he just want to carry his legacy on. He'd rather trade in 10 women for 1 woman. And at the end of the day, let's just be honest. People out here these days be building Frankensteins. What I mean by that is you may find 5 women, and out of the 5, you all put them into 1 and hoping they could be that 1 woman. And sometimes it just don't work like that. A lot of times, a 1 woman, for some guys, can't give it all. But at the same time, there's no perfect people out there, and we have to get used to that. But at the end of the day, a guy will want his legacy to carry on and have a family and build something with the right woman. So at the end of the day, when guys got they pick up the litter when they're successful, they just want 1 woman. Look at LeBron James. He's been with his 1 woman since high school. Of course, he probably has some side pieces and this and that, but you don't hear about in the tabloids. But most guys that want to be successful, attractive, that they do got money, they kind of want 1 woman. You know what I'm saying? But that's my number 1 reason. Is it going in any order? But that's my number 1. Number 2, soul ties. After a while, you know, in 2021, being a player is very hard because all these women takes on a lot of energy. So eventually, if you start to juggle a bunch of women or 3 or 4 women at a time, you just taking on so much energy, it's not even worth the squeeze sometimes. Sometimes I always tell you guys, plan purpose program. If you're going to be on your plan purpose program, you ain't got time to have 4 or 5 different women. And it gets tiring, it gets exhausting, mental, physical. You want a woman that's going to be a supercharger to you, somebody that's going to recharge you to help you refocus, somebody that's going to be on the program, somebody that's going to follow your mission to get you submission, like my boy Ron Will says. So make sure that that you don't be taking in too many souls, because you'll wonder why you're so drained, why you can't stay focused. The good old saying is man that chase women will lose a lot of money, but man that chase money would never lose women. So make sure things be on your terms, guys. That's my number 2. Number 3, crazy women. Let's just be honest. There are some crazy women after a while. After you deal with a bunch of women, you realize that women are sometimes loony. They can just trip out. They can go crazy. They can key up your car, bust out your windows, try to get pregnant. You don't know what a woman's motive is. So sometimes when you a high value man, or you are not a guy that can get a lot of women, or can be a good prize to a woman, you can get a stalking type woman. Trust me, I done seen it all. So crazy women is not hard to come by when you're dealing with a lot of women. So guys, watch how you vet these women properly. So that's my number 3. Number 4. Tired and burnt out. At some point you can get burned out with women. You can just be like, you know what, I'm just sick of it. Just like I said earlier about the soul ties, but just after a while, it's just the same old, just a different body. You want a woman to love you basically inside out, but I know what we love outside in when you meet people, but eventually you want somebody to love you from the inside, not your outside. So you get burned out by dealing with women on a superficial level. At first, it seems fun when you get young and all that. But as you start to age, you start to think about your legacy. You start to think about who you are as a man inside if you're doing the right work and the right growth. So you want a woman to represent that reflection of how you feel about yourself in the inside. I know the outside could catch her to, catch you and her to be attracted to each other. But it's been times in my life that I've been burned out. I done deal with beautiful women and they don't have no type of personality, or they don't match me. They don't compliment me. They complicate me. So it's not even the juice ain't really worth the squeeze. So make sure you guys, you guys can get burned out, but make sure if you start dealing with people, start just taking your time with it, because it ain't going nowhere. Women are going to be there forever, especially for men. Like, it's guys that's 50, 60 years old pulling 30-year-olds, But that's a story for a different day. That's my number 4. Number 5, it's about ego. That's you would never fulfill that ego. Let's just be honest. You can have one year you can have 50 girls, different girls. Next year you try and go for 75 girls. It don't matter how many women you sleep with. Eventually, you get caught up into feeding the ego. When you get caught up in feeding the ego, it just leads you to nowhere. Like a lot of people, like it's the same thing with money. People want money, 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 money. Just like you want women, 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 but it's not fulfilling. Then you'll feel empty. So remember to love yourself first, because it don't matter if you can have 1 and be happy, and you can have 100 and don't be happy. Trust me, I know guys like that. I didn't live that life when I felt like, I had this many girls in this month, or this many girls in this year, and I'm thinking like, that's just feeding my ego. But at the end of the day, I look up, I don't have nobody, no co-captain on my ship. So I ain't sitting here saying be married, guys, but I'm just saying at some point you want to enjoy a woman's company, and a woman that like you for who you are, and you can be yourself around her, and she won't judge you for all the superficial shit that we see with social media and everything else. So make sure you realize that no matter how many you might conquer, it still won't leave you happy. It may make you feel happy for the moment, but eventually everybody grows up, and eventually somebody gonna want somebody to love you for you. Just like you got the unconditional love for your parents and your kids, your brothers, your cousins, and your family, you want a woman to love you the same way. So that was my 5. Tell me what you guys think. I think These days, the energy of dating is almost dead. So at the end of the day, I know a lot of guys if they are playing the game, they're getting burned out, or they're ready to retire. They rather have like one woman to call their own, even if they're not thinking about getting married no time soon. But it's just, it helps you be focused on your plan, your purpose, your program. But I want you guys to get out there and stack up your life, and I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.